Good morning. Welcome to Thursday morning chair yoga. This week we are focusing on the Trimurti Mudra. Tri means triangle. So this mudra, as you can see, is in the shape of a triangle. And we use this mudra to find harmony through life transitions or balance through life transitions. So as we go through our chair flow today, I would like you to think about what kinds of transitions you're experiencing in your life right now. The challenge I pose to you is actually acknowledging that you are indeed in a transition, because we all are. Throughout every phase of our life, we are experiencing transitions. So I would like you to consider that and consider, how is that going for you? And how can we make this a more harmonious and balanced experience for you in your life? Join me on the mat, on the chair. So as I have often repeated, make sure that the chair that you choose is one that is safe for you. So it can be a folding chair, that's completely acceptable. But what you need is a chair that's going to stay put in whatever way that you set up your chair. I also recommend the chair being on top of a mat, because we do get out of the chair for poses. And we use the mat for many of those poses. So let's take that mudra, placing our thumbs together, index fingers together, and create that upside down triangle. Now, when we're sitting, it might be difficult to have it as low as we might if we were standing. So just allow it to fall naturally in front of your abdomen, drawing your shoulders down, elbows close to the ribs, lifting up your heart center, lifting up the crown of your head, and start to inhale and exhale. As you inhale, expand your belly. And as you exhale, draw it back in. Inhale and exhale. As you inhale or exhale, consider that transition as a process. It starts from the moment we are born until the day that we are no longer on this earth. Some transitions are welcome, and some we don't feel ready for. I encourage you today to view transitions through a new lens, through a lens of opportunity for development, growth, and better understanding yourself. A way to look at the world differently, a way to see things differently, more harmoniously. I invite you, as you go through transitions, to stop, live in the moments, and enjoy those transitions. Take a snapshot of your life at that moment in time, as if you are living in a photo album for your future. I often say that we cannot control the circumstances that are around us, but we can choose how we are in those circumstances, however they are. If they are difficult circumstances, if they are sad circumstances, we can choose. So what choice will you make? Take a beautiful inhale, and exhale, release your hands down to your lap. Inhale your shoulders up, and exhale, draw them back down. Inhale your hands out and up, and exhale them out and down. Inhale your hands out and up, exhale them out and down. And let's inhale our hands out and up again. Exhale, float forward over your legs. Allow your head to drop. And just spend a moment here in this state of being upside down. One of the experiences we have as we are going through life's changes is this feeling that the world that we know has flipped upside down. So let's take control of that and literally flip our world upside down. Take note of how things look when you see them from a completely different perspective, such as this. Allow this experience to draw attention out of your neck, out of your shoulders, out of your upper back. Feel the lengthening of your spine. Feel the draining of tension away from your face as it descends to the floor through the crown of your head. Feel the sensation of blood rushing into the face, the forehead. And what effect does this have on your nervous system, on your current state of consciousness? What does the world look like to you right now, upside down? Let's inhale the crown of our head forward, drawing our shoulders back away from the ears. And then on your exhale, allow your head to fall again. Let's inhale, bringing our hands out to the side and up. And exhale, bring them down to heart center. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands down, and then inhale them out and up. And exhale, float forward. Dropping your hands, dropping your crown. Inhale the crown of the head forward, drawing the shoulders back. And exhale down. Inhale, reverse that. And rise your hands all the way up on your inhale. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Replace your hands down on your legs. Place one hand on the chair and let's do some seated half moon poses or Ardha Chandrasana. Bring your hand out to the side and over. This is our right hand, curling to the left, drawing the right shoulder back, creating as much length as you can as you reach your hand diagonally across the top of your body, alongside your ear. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, curl your heart center up as you stretch out your right hip, your right waist, drawing your right shoulder back just a bit. Take a nice inhale and exhale, float that right hand down. Take your left hand out, curling it over. Maybe you want to move to the left side of your chair to create room. And again, reaching as much as you can, creating as much length as you can in your left side waist. And rotating your heart center up, drawing your left shoulder backwards. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, rotating back. Let's take another inhale. And exhale, float that hand down. Feel that experience. We're going to do some twists now. Twists are very good for wringing out any kind of stress you may have. They're good for massaging the internal organs. They're good for doing a little bit of a reset. Let's inhale our hands up and exhale, bring the left hand forward as we bring our right hand back. You can have that right hand sitting on top of the chair. That's totally okay. Inhale your hands up as you turn forward and then exhale them out as you go to the left. Inhale up, forward, exhaling to the left, to the right, Inhale, hands up, going forward. Exhaling, open them to the left. Take an inhale up. Exhale to the right. And inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale your hands up. Exhale, float them down. Drop your crown, drop your hands. Inhale into a flat spine. Exhaling down. And then inhale, bring our hands out and up. And exhale, reach, reach, reach. Draw the shoulders down as you lift up your heart center. Make your body as tall as you can, and then on your exhale, hinge forward in chair pose. Continue to draw your arm bones back, exercising those muscles between the shoulder blades, really strengthening the whole spine, especially your thoracic area, the middle of the spine, that area from the shoulder blades down to about the middle of the back. Take a nice inhale, exhale, inhale, rise up, and exhale, drop your hands down. Let's do some nice shoulder rolls, moving them in concert with your breath. So inhale forward and up, and exhale backwards and down. Inhale forward and up, exhale backwards and down. And let's inhale forward and up, exhale backwards and down. Let's reverse that. Inhale backwards and up, exhale forward and down. Inhale backwards and up, exhale forward and down, and inhale backwards and up, exhale forward and down. Let's move into cow and cat maneuvers. So inhale forward into cow, exhale, move your back towards the back of the chair into cat. Inhale forward, drawing your shoulders back and down as you float your sit bones backwards, and exhale, moving back into cat, curling your back towards the back of the chair. Inhale forward, and exhale backwards. And let's do one more. Moving the heart center forward, opening up the throat, and exhale, returning to neutral position. Let's do some undulating circles with the body to continue to warm up the torso. So just move the shoulders forward and curl your back to the back of the chair. Feeling very natural. Move in any way that works nicely for you. And let's reverse that. Let's do one more circle. And release that. So we're going to the next portion. We're going to get out of the chair. And I want you to really think about the metaphor of balancing poses, balancing within poses, even if they aren't balancing poses, to think about balance in your own life, particularly as you are going through transitions. Transitions demand more of us. So when we are going through transitions, we need to be even more attentive to balancing how we use our energies, where we place our focus and attention, what activities we divulge our time in, what things we know we need to back out of, what is consistent with our priorities, and how we want to honor those priorities in our lives. So this goes with the yama of Brahmacharya, which is all about conserving energy for the things that we most value. So let's stand in front of our chairs in Tadasana. And in Tadasana, this is your first balancing pose of the day. And what I want you to do in Tadasana is really consider your feet and their connection to the floor and how balanced you are. Is your weight equally balanced over all the parts of your feet? Bend your knees slightly as you draw your shoulders down and draw your heart center up, turning your hands forward so that your shoulder blades will pull onto your back close to the spine. Lift up your head so that your ears are stacked over the shoulders. And just stand here enjoying this moment of being in balance, being in connection with the earth, grounding down as we draw up energy from the earth. Let's inhale our hands out and up. And on our exhale, let's take our hands to the chair, floating down, and drop our forehead to the chair. Inhale, lift up our arms. And on your exhale, lower your forehead again, taking your right foot back into a lunge. You can stay in a high lunge if you enjoy that. Bend your right leg, your left leg deeply. Placing your hands towards the edge of the chair, lift up the heart center, drawing in the belly button. On your exhale, let's take our left foot back and balance on the chair in what we call Palakasana or plank pose. And this is a balancing pose too. And in this pose, I want you to draw your belly button up, draw your heart center forward. Allow your hips to be in perfect alignment with the plane of your body, which looks like a wonderful board of wood. Take a nice inhale, and on your exhale, move back into downward facing dog. So remaining with your hands on the chair, reaching forward as you draw your heart center down towards the floor. Draw your belly button in. Engage the root lock, which is that space between your sits bones. Take a nice inhale. And on your exhale, take your right foot forward. Create as much length as you want between your legs. Bend your right leg as deeply as you choose. I like a nice deep bend. And then draw your belly button in as you lift up your heart center. On your exhale, take your left foot forward. Inhale into that flat spine and exhale down, forehead to the chair. And let's reverse our swan dive, rising, hands out to the side and all the way up on the inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down to heart center. Take a nice inhale. And on your exhale, hands down to the side and bring them up. Exhale, swan dive down to the chair again, hands to the chair, forehead to the chair. Inhale, drawing the shoulder blades together and down your back as you rise up into a flat spine. Exhale down and take that left foot back again. Nice long lunge. Inhale the heart center up, drawing that belly button in. And then on your exhale, moving into plank, drawing the heart center forward as you bring the belly button up to the spine, drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Take a nice inhale. And on your exhale, move back into downward facing dog. Reaching, 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 creating length from tailbone all the way to the crown of the head. Take a nice inhale. And on your exhale, left foot forward, right foot back, drawing our fingers to the edge of the chair as we lift up in our upward lunge. And then exhale, take the right foot forward, inhale into that flat spine, exhale into forehead down, and then reverse that swan dive. Bring our hands out and up, create length, reach, reach, and then exhale, bring the hands down. Take a nice inhale. Exhale the hands down and then inhale them out and up. Exhale, swan dive forward, hands to the chair, drop your forehead. Inhale, draw the crown of the head forward in that flat spine. Exhale down and take our right foot back. Inhale, lifting up the heart center as you go into that lunge. And then exhale, left foot back, going into that plank on the chair. Exhale, move back in to downward facing dog. And then inhale, bring your left foot forward and lift up your heart center. Exhale, left foot forward, lifting up into that half lift on the inhale. Exhale down, and then inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale the hands down, and then inhale them out and up. Exhale, swan dive forward, hands to the chair, drop your forehead. Inhale into a flat spine, exhaling down and take our left foot back. Inhale the heart center up. Exhale, moving back into that chair, plank. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, move back into downward facing dog. Inhale. And then exhale, taking the left foot forward, right foot back in that lunge, and lift up the heart center on your inhale. And exhale, take right foot forward to join the left, taking our flat spine, lowering down to the chair. And then inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a nice inhale, third round. And on our exhale, drop our hands. Inhale our hands out and up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Hands to the chair, drop your forehead. Inhale, rising up into that flat back. Exhale down. Take our right leg back. Place our left hand on the chair, right hand back, twisting to your right. Take a nice inhale and exhale. Place that right hand on the chair. And we're going to take our left foot back into plank and balance on one arm on the chair. So swivel to the outside. Maybe you can actually balance on the edge of your right foot if you need to. You can place one foot in front or behind. You can even have it in the middle. Either way, press your left hip up into your left hand and feel the strengthening of your side waist. Maybe even bring your hand up towards the ceiling. Take a nice inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, placing that hand on the chair, swiveling back to face the chair. Move back into downward facing dog. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, take the right foot forward. Keeping your right hand on the chair, open up to the side. Turning to the left, take a nice inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, placing that down, left foot forward. Inhale into a flat spine, exhaling down, and then inhale, reverse that swan dive all the way up. Exhale, bringing our hands to heart center. Inhale, exhale the hands down, and then inhale them out and up. Exhale, swan dive forward, hands to the chair, drop your forehead. Inhale into a flat spine. Exhale, left foot back again. And we're going to, trying to remember how we did this. We're going to twist to open up again. So twisting to the left arm back, take a nice inhale. Exhale. Take another inhale. Exhale, left hand to the chair. Move your right foot back. Now we're going to swivel to the left hand in the center of the chair. Swivel to the outside edge of your left foot. Balancing there, maybe bringing your arm up. Take a nice inhale. Feel that strengthening of your left side waist. Inhale. And then exhale. Returning back to the chair. Move back into downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, left foot forward into that lunge and left hand in the center of the chair. Open up to the right. Take a nice inhale and exhale. Return your hand back to the chair, right foot forward. Inhale into that flat spine. Exhaling down. Inhale, reverse that all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center. So some of these balances, well, they may be challenging, they may not, but think of, as you're doing these balancing poses, be thinking of these transitions that we've gone through and how that's a metaphor for living off the mat. Take a beautiful inhale. Exhale the hand down. Inhale the hands out and up. Exhale, swan dive forward, hands to the chair. Drop your forehead. Inhale into a flat spine. Exhale down. Take our left foot back as we set up for warrior one. So allow your left heel to drop onto the floor. Bend your right leg deeply and lift up. If you want to, you can release from the chair and go into warrior one. Seek to achieve equal balance between the front leg and the back leg. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, draw the heart center up as you draw your shoulders down, drawing the belly button in, moving your torso so that it is more evenly centered over your pelvis, over your hips. Take a nice inhale. And then on your exhale, let's open up into warrior two. You can hang on to the chair if you want. You can release from the chair if you want. But as you take warrior one, I want you to focus again on allowing your shoulders to stack evenly over your hips, balancing your weight equally between your front foot and your back foot. However you achieve that, draw the belly button in, allow your tailbone to float down towards the floor. Take a nice inhale and exhale. Take an inhale, exhale, lifting up the heart, drawing the shoulders down. Take another inhale, and on your exhale, straighten out your front leg. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, drop to the chair in triangle pose, allowing your heart center to rotate up, allowing your sits bones to tuck underneath each of your hips, and then draw your left shoulder back. Perhaps look up at your left hand. Inhale and exhale. Take another inhale and exhale. Bend your right leg again in warrior two position. Bring your left hand down to the chair and move back into that plank again. Moving your center of gravity forward, drawing the heart forward as you bring the belly button up. So you're up on your toes. Take a nice inhale. And then on your exhale, move back into downward facing dog, feeling that lengthening of the spine from tailbone all the way to the crown of the head. Take a nice inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Bring your right foot forward. Inhale the heart center up, and then bring your left foot forward. Inhale into a flat spine, exhaling down. Inhale, reverse your swan dive all the way up, and exhale, bringing your hands to heart center. So now we're going to do that on the other side. Take a nice inhale. Exhale the hands down and inhale them out and up. Exhale, swan dive forward, hands to the chair. Drop your forehead. Inhale, rise up. And then on your exhale, take your right foot back, setting up again for warrior one. So you create as much space as you want, but you want your heel zip down to the floor and then rise up. You can hang on to the chair if you want to, or you can release from the chair and bring your arms up overhead. If you choose that option, try to bring your shoulders so that they are stacked over the hips. Draw the shoulders down, arm bones in alignment with the ears, creating an equal experience of distribution of your weight between your front foot and your back foot. Bending your left knee as deeply as you choose. If you choose to stay onto the chair, do the same thing, seeking equal distribution of your weight, keeping your heart center up while you're in warrior one. Take a nice inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach your hands up, and then exhale, open up into warrior two. So in warrior two, you can hang on to the chair if you want, or you can release. Whichever you choose, what we are seeking to do is have an equal distribution of weight between front foot and back foot. Thinking about balance in our lives, using our body as a metaphor for that. Drawing the shoulder down, drawing the heart center up, allowing the tailbone to float down to the floor as we draw our belly button in. Take a nice inhale. Exhale. Take another inhale. Exhale. Inhale, straighten out our left leg as we move into triangle, tipping down to the chair, left hand on the chair. Perhaps bring your right arm overhead. Whatever you choose, allow your heart center to spiral up as you bring your left shoulder back, allowing each sits bone to tuck underneath your hips. Take a nice inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, bend that left leg again, returning back into the warrior two arms. and then cartwheel them down to the chair, lifting up our heart center. And then exhale, bring right foot to the chair. Inhale the heart center up into a flat spine. Exhale, floating the forehead down. And inhale, reverse that swan dive all the way up. And exhale, bring hands to heart center. So another pose that I really enjoy, and I'm going to ask you to move your chair to the center of the mat and allow the back of the chair to be the part that your hands are on. So the chair is in front of you. And the reason I am doing this is because I would like us to take goddess pose, because I think of goddess pose as another pose that's like two balancing scales. So I want you to imagine the old-timey scales, metal scale with little bowls, and then you can put weights on one side and something else on the other side, and it goes up and it goes down. This is also an icon for our justice system, right? What is just, what is balanced? So think in those terms as we head into goddess pose. So first I want you to separate your legs, having your toes pointed outward. So imagine that you've got corners of your mat. If you're on your long mat, maybe you're facing the long side of the mat. Or maybe you're facing the short side, but your feet are towards the corners or a little bit outward. Let's first go into star pose, drawing our hands up, lifting up and out of our hips, allowing our heart center to shine. Take a nice inhale. And then on your exhale, drop down into goddess by bending your knees, allowing your knees to go out to either side in the direction of your toes, moving your knees backwards, which means you have to tuck your tailbone and draw your belly button in so that your pelvis can drop between the legs. And however much distance you have between your legs partly defines how much you fall in between. Now, take goddess arms if you're able to. You can also just hang on to your chair, but take goddess arms and hold your hands out as if you're holding bowls on them. Draw the shoulders down as you lift up your heart center, drawing the belly button in and allowing yourself to hold this pose, feeling the strengthening of your legs, feeling the opening of the inside portion of the hip and the pelvis, feeling those muscles that surround your sacrum to kind of hug against it, drawing them together around your sacrum in the back. Take a nice inhale and exhale. Let's take one more inhale. And on your exhale, straighten out, go back into star. And exhale, bring hands to the chair. Let's stand firmly behind the chair. Now I'm going to turn the chair back to my right so that we can use the chair to go into warrior three. So hang on to the front of the chair. Maybe create a little bit more distance, like arm's distance behind. We'll see if I don't hit the wall behind me. Maybe I'll create a little bit more space by creating a little bit more length with my chair. Okay, so create arm's length from the chair, right foot behind you. With your right foot behind you, balance your weight equally on that front foot. So you're not holding weight on the back foot at all. You've got your fingertips touching the chair. If you need to get closer to the chair to feel more secure, then do so. Lift up the heart center, draw the shoulders down. Take a nice inhale. And then on your exhale, start to tip forward. Again, think of your body like a scale. You're using your heart center as a ballast for the weight behind you as you raise up your leg. As you head into warrior three, try to lift up out of this left hip. Draw your belly button in and try to make this experience with your back leg a hinging experience out of that hip. So not opening that hip, imagining this hip bone is facing the floor. Take a nice inhale and exhale, draw the belly button in. Take another inhale, exhale, and inhale, exhale. Inhale, rise up and bring that right foot in. Let's take a cleansing breath. Exhale. Take that left foot back. Again, balancing your weight on your right foot, balancing it equal on each part of the foot, drawing your shoulders so that they are over your hips. Take an inhale, and then on your exhale, tipping forward. As much as your heart center falls forward, as much as your back leg pulls up. Lift up and out of that right hip so that you don't sink into it, and allow your hips to come out of alignment. Continue to lift up that left leg, hinging it from the back of your hip. Draw the belly button in, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Take another inhale, exhale, and then inhale, rise up, and take a cleansing breath. Inhale, and exhale. So let's move in to just the final 5 minutes. This is my son getting ready to go to work. When I teach yoga, I'm at home. I have a family. So you will sometimes see my family in my videos. Okay, let's sit back down on our chair, and let's just quickly open up the outside of our hips a little bit. Cross our right leg over the left, reach and grab that leg, hold on to it and hug it against your body, drawing that knee towards your left shoulder, maybe twisting to the right just a little bit, feeling that opening. Take a nice inhale, exhale. Take another inhale, and exhale, release. And let's pick up our left leg, crossing it over the right, and again, draw it against the body. Hug it tight, draw it up against your right shoulder as you twist slightly to the left. Take another inhale, and exhale, release. So let's sit back in our chair and think about this moment in time, what transition we may be experiencing. And I invite you to flip your perception, whatever it may be. You may feel the earth shifting below you. You may feel the world flipping upside down. You may feel like a fish out of water. I invite you to look at this transition as an opportunity for growth, for self-discovery, for learning how to live in this world in ways that most honor who you are, for finding harmony, for finding balance. I want to thank you for taking the time this morning to take care of yourself, because that is indeed the first aspect of finding balance and harmony in life, is that we take time to live in the moment and we take time for self-care. The light in me sees the light in you, and the yogi in me honors the yogi in you. Namaste.